I'll play a song from my award-nominated solo. Northern Gothic. Well, I have to get it in whenever I can. I didn't fucking win anything.
Did you print it?
I did. Oh, I did. Yes, if anybody wants them, there's CDs there. There's no vinyls left. All the vinyls are sold. Yeah. So this song's called Ceannaire Liam. It means Billy's Lament, William's Lament, and it's the Billy in the song is an amalgam of two. One of the Billys is my grandfather, and then the other is a guy called Billy McStay. So my lad are all from just outside Lurgan there, a wee place called Casters Bay, the bottom right hand corner of the loch, if you look at it like a square. And we all came across from Mayo, whatever 150 years ago or something. The rumours as to why my family are great liars. And the reasons as to why my family moved from Mayo to Lurgan is brilliant. It is absolutely. The stories, and you're listening to them as a child and you go, you're just lying now. But you're lying on, I'm enjoying it. What are, it was like, we were like a mixture of Robin Hood and the Avengers, according to my dad. And I'm sure none of it's true, but it makes a good story. But anyway, so they settled eventually in that wee corner of the loch, and one of the characters, Billy McStay, I remember him when I was a child, he was always very kindly to all the kids, but he lived a very simple life, and it was a life that doesn't exist anymore. And I don't think any of us realised really just how unique his lifestyle was. You know, he running water, no electricity, and he lived off the loch. You know, he would forage for food and fish and things like that. And he did a wee bit of day work, labouring here and there, and while he was still able. And he was a lovely man. And then the other Billy, being my grandfather, they were neighbours. These two were neighbours. And when he died, he died of pneumonia. And my father was living with him at the time. He came back. My dad was living in the Isle of Man, and he came back to be with him, to sort of nurse him a bit, not expecting him to pass. But he, my dad said, listen, to go back to the Isle of Man, it'll be a few days and then I'll come back. And I'll have a few things to tidy up, take care of my affairs, and I'll come back and look after you. But he died in the meantime while my dad was away. He got the word that he died, which was unexpected. He was early 70s, and he was a fit man. You know, so he probably had a good few years left. But one of the things he said to my father was, whenever they look in the good suit of the money in the pocket, you can buy everybody a drink at my wake. And so whenever my dad came back, he went looking in his suit, and there was no money. And my granny and my grandfather were very ornery, and they got divorced when they were about 80. I'm not joking. And she said to me, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm looking." My dad said, "There'll be money in his suit for the wake." She goes, "There'll be no drinking in this house while I'm in it." She'd taken the money out of the suit.
Oh my goodness.
So we'd asked her at the front door, and give everybody a whiskey when they came in, and all the boys all stood outside the house drinking. But Peggy, my granny, she was a formidable woman, and so yeah. So this song is a wee amalgam of all of that. Could I get a wee bit of guitar in the monitor, please? Yep, thank you. Search my pockets, unknown, you find me dead. Find the money to buy the boys a drink. Coin for the barman, coin for the bride. Coin for the boatman to take me to the other side. Coin for the widow, she got no money for heat. Coin for the working man who's there on his feet. Search my pockets, unknown, you find me dead. Found the money to buy the boys a drink. I've lived my life on these shores, rode the waters, I pulled the nets in storms. Coin for the barman, coin for the bride. Coin for the boatman to take me to the other side. Coin for the widow, she's got no money for heat. Coin for the waitress, she's dead on her feet. I've dug these fields, I made walls from stones to protect the soil from the wind to grow our own. I took a meal, I took a fish, I took an egg. I never took all I could, left some for another day.